Hi, I'm Rebecca, and this is my digital portfolio. This year, I, along with 9 other students, studied in Mr. Arcan's English 300 C Block class, and through the assignments given to us, I learned something new every day. The first book we read in the spring term, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, taught me how to think outside the box. Because, who knows? Maybe Nick Carraway is gay. This more open-minded way of thinking also led the way to the idea for my blog post about the disappearance of books. From fall term to now, I believe my blog posts have been more creative and more geared toward the audience than before, as shown with my latest entry of my blackout poem and the post about books. Traveling back to winter term, we read Passing by Nella Larson, which taught me a little African American history, and also taught me that some blacks can pass as something they're not, but in the end will end up losing a piece of themselves in the process. Back to spring term, we read Citizen by Claudia Rankine. This taught me many lessons, the first and simplest one being that poems do not necessarily need to be written in stanzas or with any particular pattern. It can also be written in prose or more of a storytelling format. This book also made me more aware of not only things related to race, but also everything in general, such as a person's conversation about someone in his or her class. It made me a better listener and much more observant. Ethnic Notions, the video we watched about Black stereotypes, taught me so much I didn't know about Black history, and even influenced my decision to write my AP US History term paper on minstrel shows and their effects on Black stereotypes. The extreme distortions of the African American race in the images and cartoons surprised me, and I don't think I will ever forget the exaggerations of using blackface and the depiction of pickaninnies. The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger taught me to be myself. The apparent honesty of Holden to the reader and his human-like characteristics, such as getting annoyed at people every so often, are what makes him so likable, and it motivates the reader to strive to be the person they truly are. This class in general taught me the essence of technology. Sure, I knew how to text, how to download games and music, but before this English class, I had never seen Blogger, never opened Twitter, hadn't used Google Drive, and I can confidently say that my use of technology has improved greatly, and I am now more capable of using the technology I have to my advantage. I felt that because of the Baltimore riots and the multiple homicides caused by racial prejudice that occurred during our English class this year, Citizen and Ethnic Notions were relevant and relatable. What they both talk about is something people in our time are talking and will talk about and deal with for the next few generations. I hope to use this knowledge and awareness I have gained from Citizen and Ethnic Notions to better express myself and to spread that same knowledge so that everyone is informed and can understand and comfortably discuss racial issues and other issues or events that occur as well. If I could take the class again, I would talk more by asserting myself in the discussions and maybe thinking and organizing some questions I have before class about the reading. I would also go to extra help a little more to work on my writing. I still have trouble with awkward sentence phrasings and would like to fix that. Overall, my tweets and my blog posts have improved immensely from fall term, each becoming more effective in their own ways. My spring term journal was always on time and solid in my ideas and structure. This term, I climbed over the obstacle of using the word very, which had appeared quite a few times in my winter term writing. And for collaborative projects, my partners and I worked well together and worked efficiently as well. Despite all this, I still have a lot to work on with my writing in general, specifically some occasional grammar mistakes and a lot of confusing or excessive wording. And because of this, I think I deserve an A- for the term. Thank you for a great year, Mr. Arcand.